Shopping for smart home products used to be an absolute nightmare, one in which every plug or light bulb needed its own specific app and each was supported by a different smart home platform. If you switched from Apple Home to Google, your HomeKit compatible devices would need to be replaced and vice versa. And the selection of HomeKit devices was minuscule by comparison. While this is great for vendor lock-in, it was horribly anti-consumer. Matter was created to solve this, to be the one standard that unified everything, making devices cross-compatible and the plethora of manufacturer-specific apps a thing of the past. It's developed by a consortium over 200 smart home companies, including the big names like Apple, Google, Samsung, and Amazon, so you know there's some solid backing behind it. Now, it might be helpful to define what Matter isn't in order to understand what it is. Matter isn't a new wireless connection like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Matter says devices can use Bluetooth for initial onboarding, and then they swap over to Wi-Fi, Thread, or Ethernet to actually join your home network, as well as leaving the gates open for future network types. But Matter itself isn't a type of network. Matter isn't a piece of hardware or a new chipset either. It's not a new smart home hub, though you might need a new hub that's Matter compatible in order to use it. Matter also isn't a new app to download or yet another smart home platform. Any smart home platform can become Matter certified and will allow you to manage your Matter accessories, meaning you can use Apple Home, Alexa, Google, Samsung SmartThings, Home Assistant, or any other Matter certified controller. You might already be using one. So Matter is really just a set of standards that all manufacturers who make Matter accessories have agreed to follow. But it's mostly about the software side of things and accessory capabilities. It says if you want to make a Matter-compatible light bulb, it needs to speak this language and respond to these commands in this way. Matter is all about interoperability. As a single unifying standard, Matter ensures devices can talk to each other regardless of who made them. Your Matter-compatible Govee light can be controlled by Apple Home, Google Home Assistant, or any other Matter-certified controller. It doesn't matter. Now, this gets a little bit complicated when we get into the latest device standards like, say, vacuum cleaners or cameras. Some platforms will lag behind others and may not support as many of those device specifications or support them at all yet. It would also be nice if I could just say, well, Apple Home supports Matter 1.4, but we can't, because even within Matter 1.4, there are many new device standards, and the platforms pick and choose which ones to support as development continues. So sometimes it is sadly just a case of checking individual platform support. Now, for things like your basic device sensor types, though, humidity, temperature, bulbs, plugs, that sort of thing, support is universal across all platforms. You can even run multiple platforms within the same home with devices shared between them. So if you have both an Apple Home user and an Alexa fan in the same household, add it to your primary platform first, then within that platform you enable device sharing. It gives you a fresh new QR code that you can then use to pair that device with the other platform. At the time of recording, there's no way to share multiple devices at once, however. You can't just share your entire smart home with someone else. But that is something that's hopefully coming in the next Matter version. Does this mean that you need all new Matter-compatible devices? Not necessarily. That's where Matter bridging comes in. A Matter bridge can connect legacy smart devices to your Matter smart home via its own Matter certification. So if, for instance, you have a house full of Zigbee sensors, then the Acquara Hub M3 integrates Ethernet, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and Thread networking, and is able to bring them into your Matter smart home platform of choice. SwitchBot Bluetooth accessories like the automatic curtain pullers can be bridged using the SwitchBot hub. So while those devices themselves aren't Matter compatible, their hub is and allows you to import them into your Matter's platform of choice. Matter is also about security and ease of use. So device authentication and verification is built into all Matter accessories. That means that when you add a smart plug, you can be sure it's made by the company it claims to be and that the code that runs on it has been certified as safe. You won't get rogue accessories that can steal your data or perform man-in-the-middle attacks on your trusted home network. Matter is also about ease of use. The days of having to press an intricate set of buttons, connect to a device's private Wi-Fi network, or sacrifice your firstborn are long gone. Matter specifies exactly how accessories should be added to your smart home platform, and it is super easy. There are three ways that this happens. First is auto discovery, either via MDNS or Bluetooth Low Energy. The device will announce itself as ready to be paired once it's powered on. It just shouts out to anyone listening, "Hi, I'm here." You, the user, then scan a QR code or you type it in manually. So there's an initial security pairing key that's needed for every accessory. You can either type this in by hand, it's only 11 numbers, or you can scan the Matter QR pairing code to do that for you. The latest Matter version introduces NFC accessories too. To add those to your smart home, all you'll need to do is to bring your phone close by them and scan the RFID chip. These accessories, however, are still rare. And at that point, you're done. Regardless of whether it uses Thread or Wi-Fi, your smart home controller will set it up with the necessary bits and pieces and code, and you just have to choose what room it's in and give it a name. Easy. Matter is easy to develop for too because it's IP-based. IP networking or Internet Protocol is the same thing that every device on the internet already uses, meaning development is much easier and can utilize existing technology stacks regardless of what the underlying network hardware is. Now, this is mainly relevant when we're talking about Matter over Thread, which is a new kind of low-power mesh networking. The poster boy of Matter Smart Home, I guess. However, you still need a Thread border router for those. See our other video for a more detailed explanation. Obviously, Wi-Fi devices are using IP anyway because that's what they do. They're already on your network. There's no need to reinvent the wheel after all. Matter is local first as well. Many Internet of Things and smart home devices in the past relied on an active internet communication to talk to their cloud servers. It's a weak point that meant when your internet went down, devices would be unreachable and useless. While Matter accessories can optionally connect to cloud services if you want them to, it's not like they're banned from doing so. You can still have that for additional functionality or ease of use. Matter says that they must be able to function locally first and foremost with no necessary internet routing. So if your internet goes down, your Matter smart home accessories will still work. So given all this, should you buy into Matter for your smart home? To be clear, Matter is still in active development and constantly evolving. That's the beauty of an open source project. You can even check out the code yourself and some of the supported device types and examples over at GitHub. That doesn't mean it's unstable, not ready for use, or just a prototype though. It's fully functional for a huge range of device types across many different ecosystems and manufacturers, adopted by all of the big names in the smart home already. But it does mean that, for instance, your smart vacuum might have more controls over Matter next year than it does this year, and you may still have to continue using their app for now. Each Matter specification update brings more supported devices and more control points for those devices, as well as the occasional major structural update, but only to enhance, not to break what you already have. And these Matter updates are basically invisible to you. As a user, you won't even know when they happen, unless, of course, you're subscribed to the Matter Alpha newsletter. Head on over to matteralpha.com and do that right now. If you're just starting to build your smart home, Matter makes that decision so much easier. It increases interoperability, it focuses on local control and strong security without forcing you to pick a single brand or ecosystem. You probably already have a compatible Matter hub in the form of a voice assistant or smart speaker, so think of a problem you want to solve and check out our list of beginner-friendly Matter devices for somewhere to start. If you already have a house full of older smart devices, don't worry. Bridging support means you probably won't need to replace everything overnight, if at all. While Matter isn't perfect yet, it's the most promising step the smart home world has taken in many years. For most people, the benefits already outweigh the drawbacks, and for the first time in a long time, the future of smart home tech actually feels unified, open, and user-friendly. Hit like if this video helped you to understand the Matter smart home standard. Check out all of our explainers that you'll find on this channel on topics like Thread or border routers, and hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions. And consider subscribing for more tutorials and reviews. Head on over to our full site at matteralpha.com for more of the same, plus our full database of Matter certified devices. Until next time.